Hi, Mehmet. My name is Raz, and welcome to the Pagan Master 101. Today we'll be talking about the next card in the Major Arcana, which is the card number 2, and that's the Empress. Now, the Empress is the second card in the tarot journey, and as you will know by now, I use a tarot deck called the Mythic Tarot, which is based on Greek mythology. Now, last week's magician left us holding all our creative gifts, and now we're ready to take the next step. Now, out of the 22 major arcana cards, the Empress is one of the most visually vibrant cards of this particular deck. The Empress is a striking woman with long, flowing, brownish hair, and she is obviously pregnant. And she's standing in a field of ripening barley. Now, in the Mythic Tarot deck, Demeter, the great Greek goddess of the earth, you could call her Mother Earth as far as the Greek pantheon is concerned. She symbolizes the Empress in all her earthly abundance. Now, Demeter is the goddess of the harvest who presides over grains and the fertility of the earth. Her cult titles include Ceto, which means wheat, as the giver of food or corn/grain, and the Thesmophoros, which means divine order or unwritten law, as a mark of the civilized existence of agricultural society. Now, although Demeter is often described simply as the goddess of the harvest, she presided also over the sanctity of marriage, the sacred law, and the cycle of life and death. Her Roman equivalent is Ceres. Demeter's emblem is the poppy, which is a bright red flower that grows among the barley, and you can see it there. And also the poppy is one of our beloved advents. Hi, Poppy! You will probably find this interesting. I know I did. Demeter is assigned to the zodiac constellation of Virgo, the Virgin, which is the current sign. And I'm a Virgo. Yay! So she was assigned to the zodiac constellation Virgo by Marcus Manilius in his 1st century Roman work called Astronomicon. Now, in art, constellation Virgo holds Spica, a sheaf of wheat in her hand, and she sits beside the constellation Leo, the lion. Now, back to tarot. On an inner level, the image of Demeter, the Empress, reflects the experience of mothering. This doesn't mean just the physical experience of being a mother, but also the inner experience of the Great Mother, where we realize the importance of the physical body and discover an appreciation of the senses and the simple pleasures of life. Now, whenever the Empress card shows up in a reading, she could be revealing the onset of an earthier phase of life that could include marriage and the birth of a child, as well as the birth of a creative child, such as a book, that also needs lots and lots of patience and nurturing. And so the journey continues, and the Fool, which was card number 0, and we talked about that card a few weeks ago. So the Fool, who is referred to as the child of heaven, realizes that he lives in a physical body and is a creature of both heaven and earth. So I will make reference to Demeter again in a few weeks' time, and that is when we'll be celebrating Samhain, so I will probably try and talk about the card in which Demeter's daughter Persephone is depicted, and I'll see whether I manage to hold that until Samhain, so maybe I'll start going over a few other things related to Turret in the meanwhile, and we'll see how that goes. However, no promises. We'll see. Anyway, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again next week. Blessed be.